my lovelies. What is up? I know I said that I would try to film a video and upload a video every week. But I had ceremony, and then I got sick after, so it didn't happen. But it has been like 2 weeks. It's not too bad compared to like a month before. But yeah, so I dyed my hair black. I did let it grow out and be golden brown for a bit, and then I dyed it black again. And I cut it and like, I didn't shave the sides, I just like cut it really short, but I need to shave it. But yeah, it's for like a emo mullet vibe. Like it's like kind of like cut like a mullet, but then like we tease it, you know, so it has like emo vibe, and like we have the bangs, you know, so it's like an emo. So yeah, calling it an emo mullet. But yeah, I've been posting stuff on my Facebook, like sharing stuff, and on my Instagram too. And I feel like maybe like some men like assume that I don't like men, which is not the case at all. Also got my Medusa pierced, which is not the case at all whatsoever. I love men. Like it was one that I, as an example, that said lesbians don't go crazy, or like girls don't go crazy over another girl when she's barely wearing any clothing, like, or she's, yeah, but it's something like that, but men do or something. And it said that I don't think the problem is the clothing. And then I got so many comments about like, I don't know, I just feel like the men are assuming that I'm saying that men are the problem, which it's not. I don't think that at all. Or they're like, oh, like, you know, there are cases of like lesbian relationships of abuse and rape and all that. And I'm like, well, yeah, but you guys don't get it. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, of course, not every man is awful. You know, I like to believe that there are wonderful men. But it's not even that. It's just like, okay, what I believe is the problem, I don't think men are the problem. What I think is the problem is the society that we live in. Like, first of all, how the society was created was through colonization. Colonization is the problem. The society is the problem, because like the way the society is built, okay, men no longer are hunting, men no longer are like even like in war, like men are no longer like fighting, you know, they're like, the art of fighting is no longer in use like that, unless you're on the streets, you know, because even in war you're just shooting people and using machines and stuff. Like there's no longer you're just like slaughtering people. Like it's no longer even that. Like there's no longer honor, I guess, with it. I mean, I guess there is still. I don't know. I'm not in the military, but it's just different. War is a lot different. It's a lot more extreme and intense. You know, it's no longer like one-on-one combat. There's no longer men who are hunting, and you know, like everything is just at the store, and what men are just expected to do is work and make a lot of money. Basically, like, be a machine. Even in war, men are treated like, you know, like machines, like robots. And that's not very natural. And I feel like there's this buildup of like testosterone and aggression, because naturally, like, men do have that, for those things, to defend, to protect, to hunt, you know, like, yeah, to like take life, yeah. And there's like, now there's all this built up, like, it was like more natural, and now there's this built up testosterone and like there's not really an easy or healthy way to let it out. And there's so much pressure on men on making so much money. And like even now, like women are like, you know, if he can't pay for this, you know, which I understand that, because like a lot of men do cheat on women. Women cheat on men too, but like, you know, and aren't truthful about it, because I don't think there's anything wrong with polygamy at all. And I feel like that in itself is pretty natural. Like, it's natural to love multiple people or like multiple people. I don't know, I've never been in a polygamous relationship, but, and I have been single for a long time, because I'm just, you know, trying to find myself. But I don't see anything wrong with that, because you're communicating and you're telling another person like what you truly desire. But a lot of men don't do that, and I think because it's like also the society, it's like not socially very acceptable for polygamy and stuff. So women are just like, well, fuck you, you're hurting my feelings, so if you can't give me money, then what the fuck can you do for me? Because anything else I could do myself, and I could pay for things myself then. Which I understand that. So yeah, I don't think the problem is men. I think the problem is society on all genders, men, women. It's just like a system that doesn't work for us, because we are natural beings. Like, we're made of nature. We're made of like the same substance as the earth and the stars and everything that exists. And the society is just trying to make us into like slaves and like robots and shit. And which I feel like in a way, like, technology is natural, because there's like crystals in the phone and stuff, and there's a way that it could coexist, technology and nature, and like become one. So I'm not talking about that, but the fact of like treating natural, like real human people as robots, like it's not working. Yeah, so no, I don't think the problem is men at all. I don't want people getting that idea, because I think, like, what is the point of hating men? Like, that it's not going to help me out in the long run, because if I hate men, then, like, how do I expect to, like, attract a wonderful man, you know? And, like, I can't hate men, because, like, I love my dad, I love my brother, I love my nephews, I love my cousins, I love my uncles, my grandpa, you know, so I can't hate men. I know there's wonderful men out there. I've experienced wonderful men, like, you know, my family. Even like my exes, like, I don't know, they weren't like the greatest men, but you know, they were very young, and I don't know, I seen the best sides of them too, and they were like at some point wonderful to me, you know. But I also experienced like their dark parts, but you know, yeah. I just feel like there's just a lot of imbalance. And it does attack men a lot. And men are under a lot of pressure. So it's more like I feel for men and I understand them. But like also, because of those things, I don't think we should just be like, oh, it's a woman, like, oh, you can't dress a certain way or you can't wear this. Like, it sucks that women are like in constant state of fear of men. Like, that's something that we have to like go, when we leave our house, that's something we have to worry about, and that's awful. Like, we're no longer worried about animal predators. We're worried about like human predators, which are usually men. I mean, yes, there's women too, yeah. It's usually men. Why? Because of all the society is working and the aggression and all that. Plus, there's a thing called drugs and shit. So, you know. So I don't know, it just sucks that women can't go out dressed however they want. Like, imagine if women actually wore what they want and looked how they want. Fuck. Like, it'd be hot as fuck. Like, women would just like thrive and look bomb as fuck. And if men were actually like protecting women and shit, and like, you know, so it's not like, oh, like, you men suck. It's more like, this part of humanity sucks and it needs a change. Like, men need to step up and protect and think, like, elevate their thinking. Men are always talking about how they think very critical. Well, like, use it, you know, think critically at this point. Yeah, so that's what I want to say. And like, I don't think women are angels, you know, and like men are all the problem. It's just, you know, because women piss me off too, like the gossiping and shit. But men gossip too. Oh my god. Like, gossiping is just so annoying. Like, where is that gonna get you in life? You know, like, you're lazy as fuck to sit down and gossip. Like, you have a lot of time on your hands. I wish I had that much time on my hands. You know? But even if I did have that much time on my hands, I'd be using it to be doing something else, like painting some shit, like painting my hair or my nails or some furniture or some on a canvas or something. You know, like, I just got shit to do. Or just browse on fucking social media, because that's fun too. That's my downtime. Yeah. I don't think the problem is men. The problem is society. And I think that needs to be stressed more. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I want to say for my weekly video. And I do have more videos that I haven't even edited, but they will be edited. My lip is swollen because I got my Medusa pierced. That might be all my piercings. I might take this out. I might just have this. I might want to get this re-pierced. I don't know. Every time I do, it doesn't work out. I don't know if I want to get that again. Maybe I might get snake bites. I don't know. But I like this so far. I like what's going on. I think that looks adorable. And yeah, what do you think of my new hair? But yeah, leave your thoughts. Men, I freaking love you. Like, come on. Like, my dream is to be like in love with a freaking divine masculine man. Like, that's my dream, you know? So it's like, I can't freaking hate men. Like, I have faith in men. I have faith in people. I have faith in the kids. I don't think that. I just, you know, I just think that women should dress however they want, because, like, clothing is art. And, like, women are art. And men should dress how they want. I feel like men don't even dress how they want. Like, there's just such a standard. Like, if a man goes outside of the boundaries, or men don't even express themselves how they want, because I feel like if they go outside the norm boundaries, and they're like considered gay. And if a man is straight, I mean, you know, a man could be closeted, and then he's like, what the fuck, like, you know, I don't want people to know. But if a man is truly straight, like, he likes women, then he doesn't want to be perceived as gay, because then he's like, what the fuck, like, are no women gonna like me then because they just think I'm gay, you know? That sucks. And I don't know, I just think, like, people place all the problems on, like, gay people and shit, and it's like, gay people have been here forever. Like, feelings are fluid, you know? Love is fluid. That's not the problem. The fucking problem here is society. But I feel like the government places so much emphasis on all the other shit to, like, distract us from the fact that the government is fucked. You know what I mean? And society is fucked. Like, I see nothing wrong with freaking gay people and whatnot. And I understand people are like, well, I don't want my child to be exposed to, like, gay and transness and stuff. But it's like, well, at least they know that they have, like, an option to be who they want to be. Like, I have kids, and my nephew is, like, straight, and he's exposed to all this stuff, and he's still straight. Like, I'm not gonna push him to be gay. Like whoever the fuck you like. My niece, before, she wasn't sure if she liked girls or boys. They're young too, and I just tell them, don't worry about that shit. She wasn't sure if she liked, like, what she liked, and then now she's like, oh, I'm straight, and I'm like, okay, like, cool, you figured it out, you know? You don't have to really even figure it out, like, you know, but at least I know there's, like, different options of, like, what to like, you know, and at least they know that they could have that type of support. That's how I feel. I don't think people should transition under 18, because, you know, it's like, you should be sure if you're gonna do that. Just like I don't think, you know, like, chicks should get breast implants under 18, you know, like, similar things, you know, because then you're gonna develop later and you might not even need it. Yeah. But I think it's good that kids are, in a sense, like exposed to it, just to the fact of like now they know that that's possible for them when they grow up, you know? And that's also like body modifications. Like I think body modifications are great. I think our bodies, we should look how we want to look in this life. Like we have that power. And so for people to transition, it's like an ultimate body modification, you know? Like you should look how you feel on the inside. Like that's what I do for myself, is like, look, I freaking change my hair and put on makeup and I get tattoos and piercings. Like I want to look in the mirror and be like, damn, I look bomb as fuck. And I think that's how people too, like, are trans. That's how they deserve to feel that way, don't you think? You know, just like think about it in that sense. Like, don't make it too complicated. Just think like, oh, you know, like try to, yeah, just try to make it kind of more simple. Like, oh, like they don't like how they look in the mirror. They want to do something to change it. Oh, okay. Yeah. You know? Like, oh shit, like they feel like they're a dude, or they feel like they're an in between. There's people coming, or like outside of gender, and they want to look that way. Oh, that makes them happy. Oh, okay. You know, it's not that, it's kind of simple. Like, yeah, people are like, oh, well, we should just love who we are and how God made us. Well, like, yeah, but like, don't you think that God also makes those thoughts of like, or feelings, you know, like, oh, I feel like I was born like this. Like, you know, like God does, you know, people believe in God, like God does everything on purpose. So it's like God purposely made this person feel like more masculine, but put them in a feminine body as a challenge so that they're like, okay, so that they could be their truest selves regardless of what society and everything says, to make a difference. You know, so it's like, it's all God's creation. It's all God's miracle. And so then they transition and be who they truly are. And they show the people that, you know, how we feel on the inside, we are allowed to show on the outside. You know, like that's a miracle. Like what? I didn't even know that was a thing when I was little. At least these kids get to know that's a thing. So if they need to go through that when they're older, they know it's a possibility. Cool. You know? That's how I think of it. Yeah, I don't know. Our society needs a change. I want to be part of the change. And, you know, government needs a change. All these things will collapse. And a new era will come. And it's coming. And people are resisting. The change is coming. People are resisting. And that's okay. But it's happening anyway. So might as well go with the flow. I know change isn't always comfortable at all. I have gone through many changes, and it's not comfortable, and it left me depressed at times, and almost going crazy, but you know, then once you start accepting it and going with it, then, like, things just look so beautiful. Like, even me having change with my hair, you know? I feel like I look great, and I was very scared to do it. Is inevitable. We just have to accept it and roll with it, and something beautiful can happen from it, you know? Yes, so have a wonderful day. I love all of you, and yeah, be nice to people, but don't let people take advantage of you. Also be nice to yourself and have boundaries, you know what I'm saying? All right, love you. Have a wonderful day.